The Beast. I am going to go over in detail what the Beast is, in terms of game mechanics and role-playing. What is a vampire's beast? The beast is a part of a vampire upon creation. It is something within a vampire that fights for control of the vampire and works in opposition to the vampire's humanity. It is responsible for most of the urges that vampires feel on a nightly basis. As a vampire's hunger grows, the beast urges the vampire to hunt. When the vampire is in danger, the beast fights for control in order to survive. What are the game mechanics of the Beast? The vampire's humanity rating starts at 10 and ends at 0. 0 is where the Beast resides, and is the reason vampires fall into the wassail and turn into a wight, because this is what a vampire turns into when the Beast gets full control. Each time a vampire loses a point of humanity, the Beast gets a little stronger, not just in a role-playing perspective, but also in a mechanical perspective. Frenzy rolls represent the Beast attempting to force control over the vampire, whether it be due to fear or outright anger. To resist frenzy, the vampire rolls willpower against a difficulty set by the storyteller based on the level of provocation. Vampires add dice, equal to 1/3 of their humanity, rounded down, to their willpower pool when resisting frenzy. A vampire resists frenzy on a normal win, but must spend a turn to suppress the impulse. On a critical win, they resist the frenzy without losing a turn. A vampire can also decide to ride the wave, in which the vampire allows the frenzy to run its course without fighting it. Frenzy is essentially the Beast fighting for control, and as a vampire can fight it and lose control to the Beast completely, until able to regain control or do not fight and allow it to run free, but have a small amount of control on what occurs. Bestial failures and messy criticals are also the Beast manifesting. Bestial failures come about by a failed roll and getting a 1 on 1 or more hunger dice. That failure causes the Beast to come out, or the Beast comes out and causes the failure. A messy critical happens when the player rolls a critical, but 1 or more of the 10s are on a hunger die. This causes the action to succeed, but in the Beast's way, not the vampire's. Clan Banes represent how each of the clans deal with the Beast. The Bruja fall to the Beast more easily when angered, and the Malkavians have a mental derangement that is exaggerated by bestial failures. The Gangrel gain animalistic features during frenzy, and the Nosferatu are permanently physically twisted by their Beast upon creation. The Toreador clan has learned to use beauty to control themselves, and when not in the presence of beauty, the Beast fights them when trying to use their disciplines. When a vampire falls victim to a compulsion, that is the Beast taunting them or scaring them into behaving differently. This can take the form of dice penalties, roleplay, or both. The type of compulsion can be random or picked due to circumstances depending on which of the hunger, dominance, harm, paranoia, or clan compulsions fit best. Only by ending the compulsion with the Beast stops its torment. How is the Beast roleplayed? The Beast is more than just an explosion occurs, and your Beast causes you to flee in panic. To begin with, your Beast has a voice and talks, the vampire. Think of it as the devil on one shoulder without the angel on the other. It talks to you when stirred. If the blood is roused and the check failed, the Beast can come forward and say something like, "We need to feed now. You don't want us to get much hungrier, or we may do something that we will regret." If the vampire is caught in the sunlight, the Beast may say something like, "It burns, we are going to die. Flee." What does your Beast sound like? This is the fun part. The Beast can take many voices, but the one it will choose is the one that motivates the vampire the most. It can sound like you just thinking to yourself, your sire, a person from your mortal life that you respected the most, like your grandmother. I can hear her now. Are you going to let that boy talk to you that way? How embarrassed would your grandfather be if he knew what a weak, pathetic young man you turned out to be? The Beast can sound like an intimidating monster that taunts you when you hunt. There get that little girl. I bet her blood is sweet as candy and flows from her veins as fast as she talks. Look at her smile. Let's see her succumb to the ecstasy of the kiss. Can't you smell her succulent blood from here? Because I can, and it makes us want her. It could sound like the person you had a crush on in school or work. Wow, are you going to let him talk to you that way? No wonder you never caught my eye. You are pathetic. A real man would punch him square in the nose. Just look at that condescending gaze in his eyes. I really hope you are not going to just keep taking his shit. Another fun beast could be for it to sound like a 7-year-old child. The bad man has a cross. You must get me away before he points it at us. Did you see what it did to your friend? You can't let him get me. The most important thing is to have fun with the character's beast, and not to let it just be a willpower roll. Have the beast talk to them and taunt or plead with them, or you can even have the character do something without realizing it. When the player tells their beast that they are not going to feed from the helpless woman crying in the alleyway, tell them they notice that they have unconsciously taken 3 steps toward her, and they realize that the beast is trying to take control. Then allow the willpower roll when the player tells you they are going to resist it. If they succeed, they regain control, and the beast just laughs and tells them it's just a battle they have won, but not the war. If they fail, they continue moving forward and feed upon the woman, and make it dramatic enough that the player wants to regain control as fast as possible. In this case of a hunger frenzy, don't allow them to automatically end the frenzy when they reach a 1 hunger. Tell them that their hunger has reached 1, and the woman looks to be in bad shape. You feel control of your body, and the beast pleads to, let us finish this and feel our hunger slated. Then allow them to stop it if they wish. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new, or at least picked up on some ideas to use in your own games.